Hello and welcome to this episode of Hampton Roads Business Live. I'm your host, Rory Graham, and today we have with us from Family Security, Sandra Bohr. Nice to have you here.
Thank you, Roy. Glad to be here.
I met with you a week ago and we just kind of talked a little bit, and I found out this morning that actually you helped install the security at my company back in 1990, so that's pretty interesting. You're in the security field,
Yes.
So give us an overview of Family Security and what you all do.
Family Security is an electronic security alarm company. We're located in Virginia Beach off of McComas Way, and we install security systems, camera systems, doorbell camera units, and also have 24-hour monitoring.
Now you work with both residential and commercial, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes, okay. All right, and we're going to get into some of the services because some of them are pretty cool that you were showing me. And I know, I don't know if you off the top of your head know any statistics or not, but I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. But I know that they say that a security system is a good deterrent because the person seeing that the place has a security system just goes to the next place. Why chance it? Is that what the statistics show to you too? I mean, is that a good reason
It
to
is.
have this?
A security system pretty much is a early warning detection system for you, for your business or your home, to let you know that someone has violated your personal space. It's not by any means a personal protection device,
Right.
but to let you know that someone has come into your home if you're asleep at night, if you're on vacation, or if you're away at the grocery store. It's an early warning detection system to let you know how to prepare for an intruder.
And technology has made that more convenient and more powerful.
Yes.
Which we're going to talk about here in a minute. I also know that now Family Security, you're a local company. However, your monitoring and your systems that you install, these are not off-the-wall systems. These are major manufacturer and major monitoring stations and things, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, would you expand on that a little?
Sure. Our security systems, we're brand specific. We install DSC systems, which is Digital Security Control.
Okay.
They're manufactured out of Canada, but they're also owned by Tyco International. Tyco International owns a lot of security alarm products,
Right.
okay, and we install DSC systems.
Okay.
And that's for our
That's one of the major systems on the market.
one of the major systems that a lot of bigger alarm companies install as well.
Right. Right. Okay. But there's, as we talked last week, there are advantages to being a smaller company.
Yes.
Okay. Can you
Sure,
expand on that a little?
Sure,
Okay.
sure. The advantages of having a small business, we give more personalized service. We have 24-hour emergency service, and you know who's coming to work on your system.
Right.
When you have larger companies, you're paying the overhead, usually twice the price of a security system from us, as well as $10 to $15 more a month in the monitoring.
And never get the same person twice.
And you'll never get the same person twice.
Right.
You know, with us, you know who's coming out if you have an issue, and you know who to call.
All right. And now let's talk about the systems. You have a base system or a foundation system, I guess, and then you have add-ons that you all call lifestyle
Devices.
Okay. That escaped me there. Okay, so talk about the base system or foundation that you usually start with, let's say for residential.
For residential, we start out with a basic system which covers your doors, your entry-exit doors. We also have pet immune motion detectors, so if you have an animal, it won't trigger your alarm. And that starts out for $5.99, basic ballpark.
How does that work? Is it by weight or size or where they are from the floor? Or?
Actually, the motion detectors are passive infrared, and they have a built-in pet immune detection, and it goes by the weight of the animal. We have 85-pound detectors and 65-pound detectors and below. It also supports multiple animals if you have cats and dogs, so they won't trigger the alarm.
Okay.
And then we have to put them in a specific
I just
place.
turn mine off. I don't use it.
Well,
because I got a golden retriever, so
well,
she'd be setting it off every time I turn around.
Now, if you have an existing system,
that's what I meant.
You have an existing system that doesn't have the pet immune technology because it was installed in 1992. Okay, we have system upgrades. We can upgrade your original motion detectors to the new technology of the pet immune, so you wouldn't have those false alarms.
Okay. All right. And now let's talk about, okay, so the basic system has door alarms.
Door alarms, motion detectors. We do install fire protection, carbon monoxide detection as well, and glass break detectors, depending on the
what you
home
need.
and what you need. Yes.
Right. Okay. And you can put in multiple stations.
Yes.
So I mean,
As far as keypads,
yeah,
yes.
keypads. Okay. All right. And you have a keychain.
We have remotes, yes,
Okay,
and
so
you can add up to
easily
15
arm
remotes to the alarm system.
Okay, so you can, with the push of a button, you can arm it or disarm it or whatever. So.
Right, and we also have mobile for your smartphones, your electronic devices, where you can arm and disarm your system remotely.
Of course you do.
Yes, of course you do.
Smartphones
That's
got
right.
everything nowadays.
Well, we have to keep up with the technology.
Yeah,
You know,
I
it's changing all the time.
Well, I have
The
an
digital age
iPhone,
is-
I know.
You know.
I'm waiting for the 6 to come out.
Oh, no.
So,
You sound like my daughter. She's probably waiting for that one, too.
Yeah. So anyway, but so there was always something new coming down the pike. But
There is.
these are interesting. Some of the things we talked about and you showed me were very interesting add-ons that you'd do with the system that would be very useful. One of them was a camera system that you can add so you can see different areas of your house, which would be great if you're on vacation, you want to check out the house, or you want to check the kids at home after school, or you want to check on your pets or whatever.
Right.
But I mean, you showed me, you know, like 3 areas of your house while we were talking there, and that was pretty interesting. Is that a very popular feature?
It is. It's the new state-of-the-art technology has the lifestyle devices you can incorporate with our DSC systems. And it allows you to add IP cameras, thermostat modules, door locks, light controls, all from your smartphones. Okay. Anywhere you have an internet connection, you can check in and arm and disarm your system. So you can check in on the smartphone,
you can check in on the internet, obviously a computer
Right.
connection. Now, you said IP cameras. Can you explain what an IP camera is?
An IP camera is a wireless camera that just requires power to power it and has an IP address.
So you can set those anywhere you want.
Anywhere basically. You want in your home. We have our own hub, it's called the iHub, that works through the C24 interactive devices through Z-Wave. It's a technology, a wireless technology that has a mesh. So anytime that we add wireless devices or what we call Wi-Fi devices to our systems, it allows you to view them remotely.
Okay, and this is real time?
This is real time.
Okay.
It's also triggered an alarm, so you can, the homeowner can schedule the event to happen as if an alarm goes off on a front door, you can say, camera 1 in the living room, send me a 10-second video clip to my phone, or send me a picture to my phone. So you schedule the automations and the scheduling for the lifestyle devices.
Now that brings up something else. We were talking about, and this may not be the system that we need to talk about, but we were talking about the addition of instead of it recording in the house, it records in the cloud.
On the DSC server.
Right. Is that what this
yes,
is? Okay,
this is the cloud. Our DSC has a server where all of your photos and your video clips that are taken from our IP devices are stored remotely on their server.
In your account?
Correct.
Okay. All right, and so therefore the burglar coming in can't just grab the VCR on the DVR or whatever and take it.
No,
and,
by the time he's come and tried to reach for the camera, it's gone. It's already gone.
It's already gone. Okay,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, they wouldn't think so, but it's pretty cool.
They wouldn't,
No,
right.
Okay, all right, so you also have something for the front door we talked about where you can see who and answer the front door without opening the door. I mean,
Yes,
you can see
it's an iVision doorbell camera unit. It's two-way. So if someone comes up and approaches your doorbell, they ring the doorbell unit, it takes 2 pictures, and it gives them time and date on a handheld remote unit that you have plugged into your home. There's no monthly monitoring fees for this unit, but you never have to answer your doorbell again. You can answer it remotely from your little unit, and you can say, hey, you know, what is it that you need? Or I can't come to the door right now, now's not a good time. So it prevents you from having to go to the door to see if there's solicitors at the door or...
So it's a high-class peephole.
Yeah, it
with
is.
audio.
Without having to be in front of the door, yes.
Right, okay. That's good. All right. Let's see, I talked about the keychain remote. Now, before we get to your background and everything, an installation of this, we talked about the cameras are just something you could plug in, and you can add those.
Right.
And an installation takes about how long to a typical installation in a home?
If we're installing our Impasa system, which is a total wireless, total cellular system, depending on how big the home is and how many devices we have, usually would take about 2 hours. If we have 26 windows and 3 keypads and a lot of motion detectors, of course it's going to take us longer. But our typical installation for a total wireless, total cellular is 2 hours. Now when we're pre-wiring and doing new construction, usually it's 2 hours for a pre-wire and 2 hours to hang when they're finished with the
So you do new
work.
construction as well?
Yes, we do.
Okay, all right. All right, and this wiring and everything is all done by your company?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And so now let's talk about you a little bit, okay? So give us a little background of who are you?
Wow, who am I?
Yeah, who are you? How did you get in this business? Obviously, you've been in it a while.
I've
You
been in it a while.
installed this system.
Well, for going on 20 years, I've had family security. Before that, I worked for a company. Before that, installed your system.
Right.
And unfortunately, they went out of business, and
Right.
you know, life happens.
Yeah.
I've been married for 26 years to a Navy man that just retired, with 30 years in the Navy, and I have 2 kids. And so I'm come from Northern Virginia.
Okay. And this business, your family security, has been around 20 years.
Next year will be 20 years.
Okay, that's no easy thing to accomplish. I know.
It's not. And a family business, you know, it has its ups and downs.
Right.
And like any business does.
Right.
You know, but you get up, every morning I get up, God's first in my life, I get up and I have my Joyce that I listen to every morning to get me going with my cup of joe. And being positive, you know, about what you're doing and what your goals are in life. And my goals is to build this family business for the future of our children, you know, to leave my legacy behind.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And you mentioned positive. Let's go negative for a second. What was the hardest thing about starting this business for you?
The hardest thing as a woman-owned
yes,
company.
I was going to mention that.
Okay,
you stole my thunder. Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Was dealing with men in the men's world of contracting. When I first started installing security systems, I was pregnant with my daughter Sarah, and she's going on 24 now. And also being pregnant and running wires and drilling holes, a lot of the guy contractors just didn't like that. And so that was hard getting
I can see where
getting
that can
past
make you
that.
uncomfortable.
Well, it didn't make me really uncomfortable. It was more uncomfortable for them.
Right.
And,
that's what I meant.
But I'm like, I have a job to do. You know, I'm here to, you know, make a living for my family, build my business, and this is what I like to do.
Right.
You know, I like to work with my hands, and, you know, I grew up in Northern Virginia with 2 brothers, so kind of have that tomboy side of me, but, and yeah, so.
Okay, so now what did you find has been the most rewarding from having your own business?
Well, your hours are what you make them sometimes. You know, that has its rewards.
Quite long sometimes, and other times not.
Well, and as a business owner too, sometimes we work till 9 o'clock at night. You know, sometimes we have the 12, 14, 16-hour days, and then there's days that we may have a day off. So it's rewarding to be able to have my children and be able to spend a little extra time with them.
Right.
You know, so.
Well, that's good. Okay,
Yeah.
so what advice would you have for anybody that is thinking about starting their own business? Now, I understand that the security field is full up. You can't have any more of that. But if they were starting some other type of business, what advice would you give to someone that was looking to begin their own business?
It's not easy. It's dedication. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of hours. But research, educate yourself. Make a solid business plan. Marketing, advertising, of course, is number one and key to any business, but also building great business relationships with your customers. There are a lot of people in this world that are there to help you. You know, ask for the help. Ask for the help.
Right. Now, you get a lot of your business through word of mouth.
Yes.
And so you've got a really good following with as many years of people that would recommend you and all. So that's good. And you know, your contact information will be on this page as well, so they can go to your website and get more information, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Is there, let's talk about the woman-owned business thing before I forget.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So that's a good classification.
We are.
Okay.
We're SWAM certified, and we have to apply for that every 3 years, which is Small Women and Minority-Owned Business. It's a certification by the government, and we're proud to say that we have that.
Right. Okay.
We're also licensed and regulated by the Department of Criminal Justice Service. Every alarm company has to be,
Okay.
to make sure that we're providing good quality service, moral, ethically, and our integrity's high, our standards are high, and that's
Right.
really important for our consumers.
Okay. All right. And is there something that I haven't covered that I missed? That
I
you
think
would
we've
like?
kind of touched basis on pretty much everything.
You're not going to make it easy for me, huh?
No.
Okay.
I do appreciate your time and having me
problem,
here.
no problem. I'm always glad to have successful people come in and talk about their business because they kind of light up when they're talking about
Right.
it. It's like their baby. You had 2 daughters?
I have a daughter and a son.
A daughter and a son. Okay. So are they following into the business with
Yes,
you, or is that the plan?
actually, since they were 9 years old, they've been helping me, and I've been training them and teaching them how to run wire, how to drill holes, how to hang keypads. My daughter now is 23, and our son is 14, and they pretty much have it down. Yeah,
Well,
so
that's-
they're excited. They're
that's-
excited about it.
That's good. That's good. Hopefully that they have the same passion for it you do. when
Right.
they
Now,
get
if I can
involved.
get my husband out of retirement, because he just retired,
Oh.
and have him come join
Oh,
us.
so he's in retirement mode.
He's in retirement mode. He's
see.
working on the house. He's in
I see.
retirement mode.
Okay, well, you certainly have done an awful lot. So let's talk about commercially, because we really didn't cover that too much. I know that when you do commercial, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And I know when you and I were together last week, you showed me several clients where they had cameras looking at loading docks and parking lots and things like that. And so that's something that you can do for a business beside the inside part. So you can do
Yes.
both.
We have total camera systems that are through the DVR, where our customers can look commercially through their electronic devices, just to
Right.
keep an eye on their business equipment.
But it records in a DVR as
It
well.
records on a DVR.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that's a little different than the home.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I just want to kind of clarify that point. Okay. So do you find something else is different about the working with a business other than instead of the homeowner? Is there just more
Well, it's more
elaborate?
labor, more time consuming, and of course, when you're running cable through warehouses, it's labor intensified. But no, the business owners are just as nice and easy to get along with as the residential people. So I mean,
I guess peace of mind is peace of mind.
it is.
And that's
it
what
is.
and that's what you told me that you sold. You sold peace of mind.
Peace of
really.
mind, right.
I wanted to ask you, just from a technical standpoint, those cameras looked awful good.
They're nice. They're made by Clinton Electronics, and they're also a family-owned business. So we're kind of brand specific.
They were
with
very,
it.
very nice cameras. I mean, we deal with some legal stuff occasionally. They bring in surveillance. I think the people with the nicest surveillance in the area is 7-Eleven. Seem to have it, really nice stuff, but nice cameras. But most of them are horrible.
Right.
But those were
Well,
pretty
you
good.
you do get what you pay for. I will tell you
Right.
that.
Well,
because
those were nice.
Right.
Those were nice cameras. All right. So if you are looking for a security system for your home or for your office, I suggest you give Family Security a call. You'd be glad to give them a quote.
Sure.
Come out. And what is the process? Is simply just give you a
just
call.
give
you
me a
schedule an
call.
appointment.
I can send you an email. We can set up a time. I can give you a free demo of our lifestyle devices and just a nice friendly visit. No high pressured sales or gimmicks or free systems. We don't do that. It's just, we just don't do that. But we'll come out and see you.
Okay. All right. So this is Family Security. Sandra Boer. She'll come out and see you. Give her a call and get your home secured or your business secured, and take a look at some of these cool features that they have that you can use with your smartphones and your iPads and computers and everything to monitor stuff 24/7 if you want to. It's pretty cool. Thank you
Yep.
very much for coming in.
Thank you, Roy, for
All right.
having me.
Thank you.